Hello, Melissa.
Hi, Keith. How are you?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
William?
Well, hello, everyone. How are you? Hi, Keith. Hi, Eric.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, good. Holding up.
Well,
Praying for
that's
spring and summer to come fast.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, hopefully this meeting should go short and sweet.
Sounds good.
How long was infrastructure yesterday?
Too long.
I got an MRI on my shoulder yesterday.
Oh, lovely.
Well, the good news is I had Skip read the MRI this morning before I went back to the orthopedic, and he said that Skip looked at it and said it's not torn.
Well, what's he know?
He's a foot doctor. He knows.
Well, no, he doesn't know anything. He may claim to be a foot doctor.
So
I told.
I think they might be able to fix it with either a shot or if they do have to do surgery, it'll only be just to go in and clean it out. They won't have to repair anything.
Oh, that's good. Like I told Skip once, I said, I know you're a practicing foot doctor, but when are you going to stop practicing and become a real doctor?
So, I'm sure that went over real well.
Oh, I'm sure you can appreciate that one.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hi, Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Pat, hello, Jody.
Yeah.
Did you get any more deer, Keith?
I stopped. I got mine with the muzzle loader last week, and then I stopped. I'm done. Done for this season. Till fall.
Oh. It's too bad you didn't do that in the burrow.
I did. What do you mean? I shot at my backyard.
You could have submitted an invoice for $1,000. Okay, I got 4:30. So who do we all have here? Okay. Hey, Jody.
Hello.
Okay. So
Marianne just asked Marianne asked if someone could send her the link, I guess, again.
Oh, okay. Melissa, can you do that?
I'm not sure that it will let me.
I got it, Melissa.
You got it? Okay.
Thank you.
So we'll hold on a second until she gets on here.
Eric, I sent it to her Gmail.
Did Mary Ann get on yet? I don't see her.
I don't see her either.
Not yet.
I
no.
sent it to her too.
Oh, she's coming on now.
There she is.
Hi,
Hey there. Okay, welcome.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. All righty. I'll call the meeting to the Refuge and Recycling Committee to order. Melissa, will you take roll call, please?
Sure. Bill Jenks,
Here?
Jody Menon,
Here.
Marianne Reardon,
Here,
Eric Donahue,
Here.
and Keith Durr.
Here.
Okay. Well, first order of business is we have to reorganize. So I will entertain motions for committee chair.
I'd like to make a motion that Bill Jenks be reappointed as Chair of the Refuse and Recycling Committee.
I second.
Hey.
I third.
Okay, all those in favor?
Uh-huh.
Aye, aye.
Aye.
I don't know. Okay, motion passes. I guess, thank you. Okay, do we have any public comments as they pertain to the refuge and recycling?
Yes, I guess you know that what I want to talk about. Today was Wednesday, we had recycling, and again, the same situation persists.
What
Nobody,
situation is that?
well, you know very well, we've had this discussion at past meetings with leaving trash cans in the middle of the road. And literally in the middle of the road. It is so simple to ask the guys to place them back where they got them from. Not in front of other people's properties, not in the middle of the street, and leave them right there where they emptied them. They pretty much leave them there where they emptied them after they drop them from the truck. And we end up, I provided numerous videos on numerous occasions and pictures to Mr. Brandenburg and to you guys that we have to zigzag through these cans, which do not get put back. People are at work. They only come late at night home, for whatever reasons, they stay there. And Mr. Jenks, your past justification that they don't have staff, and the staff is not trained. Sorry, sir, it's a bunch of baloney. It's fake news. I just gave these guys their Christmas bonus. I know them. It's baloney. They're the same guys.
Okay,
It looks like we're doing this on purpose. Nobody does anything to stop this act. You keep laughing, you keep mocking me, you keep having this attitude like you have right now.
What street are you talking about? Because I walk through Wyomissing Hills and I've never seen a container out in the, unless
I think
it's
you know I
windy
live
and
on
it blows out.
Excuse me?
Unless it's a windy day and they blow.
I'm not an idiot, ma'am. I can show you that they take the can from the planting strip and they leave them on the road. I provided Mr. Brandenburg a video.
Okay,
of
I just
me
asked what street you were talking about.
May I please speak uninterrupted? I appreciate your
Well, I
question.
just wanted to get clarification.
Mary Ann, hold on a minute. Let's let Mr. JD
I
finish.
appreciate the question. I understood the question. I am answering it. Okay. And this is, we are also in a pandemic. So the answer is I'm on Cardinal Road. And it's not just on Cardinal Road. And we're in a pandemic and they left them in the middle of my neighbor's driveway. Although they picked it from some other place, left it in his driveway. In the middle. I have pictures, I have videos. And I don't think I should have to touch somebody else's trash cans if I want to drive or park on the road or on the side of the road or back up from my driveway. I think you agree that we had so many rules in place to avoid contamination from COVID. Now, in order to back from my driveway, I need to go and move the trash can that they left it on the street, which is not my trash can. So Mr. Jenks keeps looking, to the sides, having the superior attitude. Not once have I heard.
No, actually, I'm looking at my watch.
Yes, no, you're not. You were looking somewhere up on the ceiling. And we have a video, you remember, right? We record this.
You have 1 minute, sir, left.
Yes, that's good. I know, you're bored. I know. You keep having this superior attitude, but you're not doing anything about it. So this points to the fact that we may be doing this on purpose on Cardinal Road. Nobody has called them. There is no trace of any communication between us and Mascaro to fix this problem. Mr. Brandenburg does not answer my emails. So we keep having this. Okay? So, yes, I think there is more to say, but
Yeah, your time's up.
yes, sir, I appreciate.
Okay, thank you. Let me, without getting a discussion, I'll just give you my comments on this. As I told you the other day, Mr. Brandenburg has talked to Mascaro. I have spoken to Mascaro, both in person and over the phone. The problem is that while they tell the people to put the cans back on the planting strip, the containers, we don't always have the same crews doing it for either COVID, or they leave and they have new crews that come on, and either the word doesn't get passed along to them, or they just don't bother doing it. We will again send a letter to them stating this, because it's not only the traffic hazard, but street cleaners, leaf pickup, that creates an issue also for our public works department as well. So, but thank you for your comments. Okay.
You're right, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, are there any other public comments? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to the numbers. Okay, I trust we've all received these, and numbers look pretty, they haven't really changed all that. Anybody have any comments on them? On the landfill, okay. Recycling has, oh, that's much better. Seems to be steady. People are still at home. Certainly there's been an increase, as you can see, which is good. So any questions on this page? comments?
Sorry, I just had one question. I just was trying to understand the cost per ton. Does that mean like do we have a standard contract that we pay a set amount and because we happen to have greater volume, we're paying less per ton? Is that what I'm I'm not sure what, I just want to make sure I'm clear on that.
Pat, are you able to answer that or?
No, I'll have to get an answer for Jody, but I know we get a set amount that we get back from Mascaro. But I do think it is based on the tonnage, and once it reaches a certain tonnage, it gets to a different rate. But I will check on that and get back to you.
Oh, okay. All right, maybe that's why. I was just curious why our cost per ton is actually less from between 2019, 2020.
Yes, I can tell you that from the different years, Jody, it's based on the increases built into the contract.
Okay.
Okay, yard waste also seems to be pretty consistent in the since 2019. I'm sure last year, yeah, with the increase, more people staying home doing their working in their yards. Okay, next. Okay, so we're still waiting for the 2019 grant. Let me just, along with that, to the best of my knowledge, we have not heard anything about what Governor Wolf's going to be doing for this year, and I haven't read anything. So we don't know whether he's going to take money out of the recycling programs for COVID. I guess we'll just still have to wait and see.
Do we have any idea what that pending amount would be?
I do not know.
Okay.
I guess they just look at the data and then I guess the state has some formula and then we get it based on that. But
You're correct.
God only knows this year, Mary Ann,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
for 19 and for 20 at this point. So.
And I don't remember seeing that as a revenue line on the budget. I'm not even sure if it's something was budgeted for that or if that's just excess if it does come in.
It is there, Keith. I remember seeing it, but I can't remember where.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing on the revenue line.
I'll get you an answer, Keith.
Yeah, something tells me that it doesn't go under the refuge recycling. It goes into I don't know whether the general fund, because some of that monies are used like for the leaf picker, you know, some of that was used for, I forget where, Keith.
I'll find out and email you out.
Okay. Not a priority, Pat.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, the bulk trash was up. Again, I guess people staying home
Right.
and cleaning out their basements.
Well, another reason is, excuse me, we did not have a Wyomissing Hills yard sale this year. So things that might have been sold probably just went out for the bulk trash.
When I-
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Because look at that, on Monday is when Wyomissing Hills is done, and that went up quite a lot from the year before. Not quite as much as previous years, but certainly since from 19 to 20.
Right, right.
And some organizations in the community that were accepting donations were no longer accepting them at that time too.
Right.
And I'm sure with COVID too, a lot of people were just, who had, they just put stuff out because they didn't want to try to sell it for, obvious reasons. And people that, I didn't even see that old green pickup truck driving around picking stuff up, like they have on several occasions. So, okay, moving along.
I'm sorry, can I ask a question about that?
Sure.
Do we advertise in the paper that there is a bulk pickup the week of May? Do we advertise for that?
Well, the
No.
bulk pickup is anytime. These are items, you gotta go to Borough
Yeah,
Hall, go and
where
get
you pay $15, right?
yes.
No, I'm talking about that week, the week that we have it, in case people want to come around and with the green truck and pick up.
We
They're more
don't,
than welcome.
well, that's, there's no set time. That's the nice thing. Anytime you have an item, such as a mattress or something that you want to get rid of, you just get a tag, put it on and put it out with the trash and they pick it up. There's no set date or week during the year. It can be done at any time.
But Marianne, you're referring to the one free pickup that May.
Yeah, these May dates.
Like, do we advertise to the community that 1 week in May, that's a date that people put out their bulk
Well,
item?
Yeah, I know it's in Talking Trash. I do know it's in Talking Trash. I just meant if outsiders wanted to come in that same week and pick up.
Well, there's no reason we can't make sure, that's on the borough website, when it gets close
Okay.
to that time. And
Yeah,
my,
It is.
I'm sure it's there.
It is on the borough website, Bill.
oh, okay.
Okay.
It's just not advertised in the Reading Eagle.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted to know, but that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Okay. Pat, you talked to Pasquale, so I'll let you
Okay.
discuss this.
As you can see in October, we had 4 missed stops for recycling, only 1 for trash. They were doing pretty well. If we go to the next one, Melissa. November, we were doing pretty well. There's three misses on one day, 1 miss on one day, and 2 misses on the other day for recycling. Trash had none. In December, we got into some significant issues, but what we were finding also was that residents were not putting their recycling out early enough for the trucks to come when the trucks did the pickup. We did some advertising and we put some information out on the website, and that has helped tremendously as we've only had 2 or 3 misses for recycling in December. We did have some chronic cases, such as Delaware Avenue area. We've corrected that with where the placement of the recycling was missed and taken care of. Now are aware that the alley operations are in effect in that area. So some of the residents were not putting their stuff in the alley, they were putting it out front, so they didn't see it. So we kind of had a mix. The other thing was talking with Mr. Mascaro. They were really short in December, and towards the end of December, they had a lot of their workforce, which was actually exposed and were out with COVID. So they were short-staffed and they were sending some crews from other areas. Most of the time, those crews are staying in this area. However, towards the end of the month, they were not. And that's pretty much the extent of it. Advanced has been doing very well. Just for everybody's information, Advanced Disposal is now a part of Waste Management. So we're receiving the extra resources under Waste Management under our current contract with no additional charges. So that's kind of where we're at with the stops.
Are these based on complaints? Is that how you accumulate these?
Correct. We get a complaint and then we basically put one on record and send it to Mascara or Advanced.
Any other questions for Pat?
Pat, I wonder
ma'am.
about the construction material that people are putting out and it's not getting picked up. When a new resident moves in, do they still get packets from the borough with different information in it?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
I'm wondering
They
if
do.
these people are new and they're just putting stuff out. Because I saw a few of them it was construction material that they put out and it wasn't picked up, and I get it. But
I'll go back and look at that, Marianne. And I'll also check our new person package. I think it does have something in there about trash, and what's acceptable and what's not, but we'll double check on that.
okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah,
I do know that when they do find construction debris mixed in with the trash, basically the trash truck is in contact with the receptionist at Borough Hall and they make an immediate call and advise the folks that, look, they're not going to take this. You need to get it back in off the street or haul it yourselves to some other place.
Right.
that address had sounded familiar to me, Marianne, and I believe that was part of a zoning issue, I want to say, about some repair work that needed to be done on that property.
Okay,
And rather than, pay for a dumpster, to rent a dumpster, I think they just stuck it out in with their trash is if it's the same house I'm thinking of.
yeah, it was on the sheet before, but I think there were more than one household that had construction material out. Because when you move into a new area, I guess you're not really sure what will be accepted. And if you're renovating and your contractor doesn't take it away, or you're doing repairs yourself, you're going to try to put it out with the trash and hopefully they'll take it. But
I think one thing we can do, Marianne, is we have extra copies of Talking Trash. We can put the most recent copy of the Talking Trash in a new resident packet, and maybe that may cover it.
that's a great idea.
Yeah, Pat, I thought we were doing that.
And we very well may be. I know
If not, we should be, absolutely.
Yeah,
we'll make sure it's being taken care of.
Okay,
thank you.
That's all I have, Bill.
Thank
okay,
you.
thanks, Pat. Does, any other questions?
I have a couple quick ones. I think in past years, I had seen information that we published dates about when like the last pickup was for Christmas tree removal. I don't remember seeing it this year. Did we stop doing that? I mean, or is it just kind of well known? You probably need to get it out the first couple of weeks, by the first couple of weeks in January, or?
I had talked to Jim about that. They actually are still picking up trees as we speak. They will stop at the end of January. It's kind of a non-advertised situation.
Okay, and that's fine if that's how we choose to do it. I just feel like in the past, there was like a deadline. You had to get your tree out by such and such a date, and it was published somewhere, whether it was in Talking Trash or on the website, or we just decided not to do that this year and just pick them up through the end of the month, or?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
It wasn't on the truck anywhere, like on the borough truck. I kind of remember seeing something though.
I did too, like it was January 4th through
Right.
the 10th.
it was on
Yeah.
the truck itself. Yeah, I've seen it on the truck itself. I just didn't see it published in any printed material. That's all. Okay. That's fine. And then the other question I had to do with the recycling containers. What is our stock like? And I guess my concern is with the new like flexible packaging program. Well, it's not so new now. Sometimes, well, I can speak personally. I'm generating a lot more recycling materials, and I just have a small can. So I don't know what our supplies are like. Containers. Can people request a larger can, or is it just for new residents that move in? Because it's constantly overflowing and I got, overflow for next, to put out for next time.
I'm pretty sure you can request another container, Jody, a bigger container.
Okay.
I will double check with Lisa in the morning, just to make sure that's okay. I know we just got one of the things that the performance grant pays for is our recycling containers. And I'm pretty sure those are passed on to residents for free. And I think if the person needs a bigger container or an additional container, that's also free. But let me double check on that before I tell you the wrong thing.
Okay, I just didn't know how many we keep, in terms of supply. Everybody can't just start requesting new ones.
Yeah, we have a substantial amount, and they track them.
Okay.
I think every household can ask for a new large container or a small container, but I asked for it years ago and, I was able to pick it up for free. Now, if
I believe
the
there's a lot
second one-
left. I'm
we
sorry.
still have some left, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jim Babbitt told me that there's a good quantity of them. We had, when we announced the flexible plastics recycling, we did encourage people that they needed to have containers with a snapping lid on them, and if they did not have that, to contact the Borough Hall and request one. So yeah, Jody, just call Lisa and
Get a bigger can. Gotta get a bigger can.
we'll drop one off at your house.
All right.
I'll check on that in the morning, Jody, and get back to you.
No rush, that's fine.
Thank you.
Anybody have anything else? The only thing I have is, and I'm not sure, Pat, did we let the committee know about we went ahead and renewed the contracts for 2 more years because of COVID?
I thought we did.
Yeah,
But if not, basically we've extended, we had a rider in our previous contract, which allowed us to extend those contracts for 2 years, which due to the current pandemic and availability of meetings and so forth, we did extend those, and they were governed by the Consumer Price Index. So it was very minor as far as additional expense.
With all 3 contractors, Pat?
Just 2 contractors, Mary Ann. Advanced Disposal takes care of yard waste and trash. Mascaro takes care of recycling.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember whether we talked about it or not, and I figured, well, it's the new year, we might as well just bring it up again. So thanks, Pat. Anybody have anything else? If not,
Rick Weinhofer here. I missed the public comment. I wasn't sure if I could still make one here at the end. I apologize. I was tardy for the meeting today.
okay, go ahead, sir. Your address, please.
801 North 9th Street.
Okay.
So I have been doing a lot of trash picking up in the neighborhood on my own lately, and there's very limited public trash cans, especially around the park areas. So I wasn't sure if there was anything we could do to increase public availability of trash cans, especially around park areas.
I thought in the parklands we had trash recycling.
So in the
We do.
Berkshire Heights Park, there's one trash can that's chained to the tree, and there's one trash can at the baseball shelter. But most of the trash occurs not in those places. There's a lot of trash from people walking around. There's actually right now, there's a pile of trash at the corner of the park. And I forget the side street, maybe 6th there, Spring and 6th. There's trash down the hill. There's an old chair, there's a bucket, there's somebody ran over a set of blinds lately. And again, I understand that all that wouldn't go into a public trash can, but even just walking around trash from all those businesses, a lot of it blows into the parklands overall. And it's more than you would expect.
I'll check on that, Bill.
Yeah, if you would, please, yeah. I know we had an issue there. People, for some reason, like to just go there and dump things. I know that's been a constant ongoing issue.
And it's
Well,
not just
par-
around the park, just in general. I mean, if you walk around up and down Park Road over there and just in those main streets, there's, to me, it just seems one of those things like, we want to have trash cans available for people. I understand there's cost and there's emptying and everything else that goes along with it. But I know the street sweepers come out, but the trash doesn't care if it's in the street or in the garden strip or on the sidewalk. It's going to be there if it's going to be there.
Okay, Rick, Pat's gonna look into that and we'll see what we can do. Thanks for your suggestion.
We'll be back in touch with Rick.
Sure.
Anybody have anything else? Not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Let's do it.
Okay,
I'll second it.
thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
You too. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.